Hello, welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. My name's Scott, and I'm your host. Defining Discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. This podcast will focus on self-improvement as you follow me on my journey. You're also going to hear from special guests from all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. So, let's get started. Today is day 1, January 1st, 2021. Episode 1, and the theme for today's episode is goals. To start this off, we're going to talk about what it is to be goalless. For a long time in my life, I was kind of just goalless, just living day to day, didn't set anything in stone for plans of what my future was going to hold, and that bit me hard. It doesn't work out very well. I still came pretty far and have done a lot with my life. I'm not going to lie, but I definitely didn't help myself at all. So I'm going to kind of break down why goals are important. Like I said, without goals, you kind of just become stagnant. You don't evolve. You never challenge yourself. You never really get anywhere. You just stay in one place, live day to day, and are just, I'm not going to say content with where you're at, because let's be honest, when I was stagnant, I was very uncontent, but I always try to blame everyone else for me being uncontent and not me putting myself in that situation. So goals are super, super important. Do not be afraid to set goals for yourself. Do not be afraid to fail. Failure is that point in your life where you can look at it as not necessarily a stepping stone, but a bar. And it's something that you fail at something, you just come back and you just keep driving the nail in until you get it right. And it sounds kind of redundant and wrong, but I promise you, you keep pushing and keep pushing, even after you fail, you will accomplish what you were going for. So in today's episode about goals, I'm going to kind of discuss what I did the past year. I kind of touched on it in the intro episode, but we're just going to kind of go back real quick. So I just started running last year, 2020, for the first time, and set a goal for 1,000 miles. Just hit it yesterday, 1,002, super stoked. There was points in that where I felt hopeless and I didn't think it was going to happen. I did it. Set another goal last year of running a marathon. Marathon got canceled, but I still ran one with my buddy Joe. He crushed it, beat me by a good margin after he waited up for me, but I still was able to finish. Ran my first marathon, super stoked. Another goal was to impregnate my wife. Got that done. My first child is going to be on the way, a baby girl. Super excited to start my family and really start my life. That was a goal that I was super, super excited to get accomplished. There was a couple other goals, but I don't want to keep talking about last year. So the whole point was I was super goalless and had no direction of what I was doing or where I was going, and I kind of set some goals of just physically, these are physical goals to try to get my health back. I wanted to physically and mentally be able to accomplish them. So for 2021, I am going to set some more goals. I'm going to set a pretty high bar this year. I'm just going to share a few here with you. One of my goals for 2021 is, last year I hit 1,000. This year, I'm going to go for 1,250. And I really want to go for more, but I know the rules technically, is try to always go up 10%. This is more than 10%, 25%, but still think it's possible. I think I could probably even do more. I might do more. We'll see where the year takes me. But as of now, the goal is set at 1,250. One other goal, which also coincides with this, is I want to run every day out of this year. Rain, snow, sleet, wind, misery. Doesn't matter how much I'm telling myself I could take a day off. I just want to be able to just run once a day. If it's just for a mile and a half, which today is January 1st, I just, after running 258 miles the last 2 months just to hit the 1,000-mile goal, I told myself, you know what, I don't want to run today, but I'm just going to get 1 mile in. It took me, I think, 9 minutes 30 seconds to get it in. Super icy, but I did it. So my second goal again for this year is to run every single day. Now, more of a mental goal is I actually plan to read daily for at least 30 minutes. I want to kind of expand my knowledge, and that being said, going to my next goal is I also want to become a better communicator. I want to expand my vocabulary. I notice, I don't know, when it happened, but I used to be a very good talker, able to talk to anyone, and then I kind of got really shy and just kind of quit talking to people and just keeping to myself. And then now it's like I realize I always jumble over my words and I'm always overthinking things. So one of my goals is, again, to become a better communicator. Another thing that I want to try to do is something I really was a big part of my life and I kind of just left it behind, is I want to play my guitar for at least 10 minutes a day. Nothing long, just pick it up, dabble, try to get my endorphins going and my little, my music back, and just be able to enjoy myself a little bit pleasure. Another one of my goals is to be able to do this with a baby, all of these goals, because this is going to be a very, very hard challenge. The baby is going to be coming, first and foremost. So we are going to see how this goes. I'm going to try my hardest. A couple other running goals, just to throw them in, I kind of forgot to mention them, is I'm going to hit 50K, do a 50K this year with my buddy Joe, who I ran the first marathon with. Also signed up for the Detroit Free Press Marathon again this year. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I want to definitely improve my time on that. Looking forward to the 50K just as much. It's 30 miles, so it's a little bit longer than the marathon. That little bit is a lot when you're running. So that's going to be a huge goal that I'm going to try to hit with Joe. Another one of my goals is a financial goal. I want to be able to double my income this year. So that is one of my goals for this year. And the last goal is this podcast. This podcast is going to follow me on my journey through these goals. And also I'm going to try to interview some other guests that have their own discipline that they're defining and things they're doing with their lives and all these accomplishments that they're doing and having. So I want to make sure I can, I'm trying to keep these short and sweet, not too long, because I want to do daily podcasts, get them out there. Hopefully people are going to start listening, catching on, and all that stuff. So I don't want to keep you guys too much longer here. So in each episode, I'm also going to try to throw in a daily discipline for you. So today's daily discipline, set some goals. Okay? This is day one, year one, baby. Starting over. New you, new everything. Set some goals. No matter what they are, whatever you think you need to do, if it's to improve your health, if it is to, financially make you better, to get smarter, whatever it is, set your goals, follow through with them. If you fall off on you fall off the wagon, so to say, hop right back up. If you fail once, don't think it's over. You just keep going. So, like I said, today's daily discipline, set some goals. Yet again, I'm going to kind of close this up here before I close this up, please be sure to subscribe and follow along with Defining Discipline on our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube. You can follow my running journey on my Strava. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is Scott, yet again, from Defining Discipline. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll talk to you soon. And actually, I'm going to add in one more note. I want to apologize for the quality of the video and audio. I went to school for audio. I know this isn't going to be the best audio because I'm recording it on my computer. But right now, with the baby that I have coming with my wife, we are actually redoing our basement. So my recording studio is completely in a disarray. Another goal that I didn't mention is I actually plan to have the basement finished by the end of January. When I have that, I should have the studio back up and running. Audio quality will be a lot better, I promise. And that's about it. Thank you for listening, and talk to you tomorrow.